Hi, Hungries.
My dad's had a mouthful of coffee.
This is the Dad vs. Dad podcast.
Episode 61.
61.
I'm going to put that right in there so it's easy for us to draw on. Now, this is the show where we bring in mountains of issues and you vote if they're a mountain of a problem or a molehill of a problem.
So vote up for mountains and down for molehills.
That's it.
Speaking of things that are easy to draw, your picture last week made no sense. Sure, Dragon Ball Z stuff cool. It was cool when TJ did it because it was like, oh, cool, random Dragon Ball Z stuff. Cool. Kids love Dragon Ball Z. He's going to draw Dragon Ball Z stuff. Then you just like, I'm going to draw Dragon Ball Z stuff too. Had nothing to do with the episode. We didn't talk about Dragon Ball Z.
It was a big thing.
And
there was
the city. You could have like
the city was in the background, and you know what else?
The city was in the not dads being Dragon Ball Z characters in front of a city.
Well, you friggin' draw it.
I will next time. Well, it is probably my turn. I haven't drawn one in a while.
What were you drawing? What would you draw for a big city?
I would have drawn us like probably in like a convertible, approaching a city, like big buildings either side of us, and I was like,
good.
Oh wow. Yeah,
that's good. But from behind?
Yeah,
heading into
from
the big
behind
city.
the car, us looking up in awe, like, wow, big city.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
all right. Well, no, I actually, I don't know. It was a great picture.
Yeah, no, it was a good picture. I'm not saying it was a bad picture. It was a great picture.
Can I also say,
I loved the picture. It just wasn't fitting.
Before I put the writing on, there was like awesome landscape of a city. And I did it like all these paintbrushes.
Tiny writing, it doesn't matter.
It probably matters.
The writing's next to it in the episode description.
You guys need to see what's happening on the drawing, don't you?
Yeah.
Vote.
So.
Tell me.
How's your morning?
My morning?
Sure. What are you week?
Just this morning. Well, this morning's my first day off in 4 days, so it's really good.
Yeah, working boy finally.
Yeah. I've been working forever. But it's, so I've finally finished all my training. I'm a fully qualified person.
Yep.
And now I work shift work, and I just finished 4 days. Actually, no, it was 1 day of 12 hours, next day 8 hours, next day 12 hours, next day 12 hours.
Yep.
And when you do an 8-hour shift, it's like, I'm finished work for the day. That's great. But 12 hours is like, oh my God, I did it.
Yeah.
You feel accomplished. You get out of that door and you're like, it happened.
I don't know I've done a 12-hour shift at my work, but I've done quite a lot of 10.
10's fine. 10's like,
they're pretty good.
Bit more time. 12 is like 4 hours more.
Yeah.
That's half an extra day of work.
Yeah. Although the last like 2 or 3 hours at work is usually sitting around waiting for the last person to come.
Yeah, we do that. We do that.
It's relaxing. It's a kind of just whatever finish the day. I like it.
I will say I've read a book and a half while at work.
Oh, I got to start reading again.
Because I'm like, there's just free time. Currently I'm reading the Travis Barker book.
I've just been playing video games on my phone.
Oh, I just can't find a good game.
I've had some okay ones.
I'm on Candy Crush again.
I'll name you some good ones later.
Thanks.
Or I'll just tell you.
Oh, you know what?
Aethric, and Shattered Pixel Dungeon's pretty good.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna get the new Zelda and take my Switch in.
It's pretty good.
And because there's USBs right at the computers, so you can plug in, and I'll just pause, and then I'll take whatever call I get, and then I'll put that down, and I'll go back to my game.
Yeah. Put it on sleep. Don't just pause, because you might get like pause music or something, and like that's not fun. Are you playing Zelda instead of listening to my call?
I can hear you're playing Zelda on that.
Anyway, bloody the drive here this morning. So shit.
Okay, tell me about it.
Every single road there was a slow person in the right lane. Every single way. And I get that when there's like right turns coming up, but on these roads there's no right turns anyone was taking anytime soon. They should have all have been in the left-hand lane and let me fly past. Yeah. And because when I'm stuck behind someone in the right-hand lane going slow, when they finally go out, I'm always and just
you fang it
way too fast.
Well, look.
That's also why maybe honestly, I shouldn't get a fast car.
In the area that I'm in, drivers are all like that. They are all the slowest and worst.
Yeah.
That's why I pissed myself last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
I couldn't handle that. That
It's
was
awful.
Yeah. So no, I 100% agree with that. The drivers around here, and there's one road right near the shops. There's like a roundabout. I've seen people go on the wrong side of the road there. I've seen people driving on the wrong side. I've seen people like cut the roundabout, not give way. Like, people are either on their phones or just absolutely dumb shits.
Yeah.
Just broken human beings.
Where I work, I can see a roundabout. And we see at least twice a week someone going the wrong way around it.
See,
like,
maybe...
dumb shit on them.
Because, I mean, where you work, there'd be a lot of people not from Canberra.
Yeah.
So I'd understand, like, a few people going, what? A roundabout?
Yeah, how does this work?
Yeah. Because other places don't have Form 1 lanes either. They've got, like, slip lanes.
No, they do have Form 1 lanes. They just don't have the writing. Like Melbourne, bunch of them, but there's no writing that says Form 1 lane.
Yeah, weird.
It just kind of ends, and you're like, well, hope for the best, guys.
Here I am.
I hope you're already in zipper formation because your lane's gone.
But also, but there's dotted lines, so people slip into them.
No, the dotted lines end. No more lines. You are one lane now. Kind of like ours do.
Oh, that's horrible.
But without the writing.
No, you need the writing.
No, it's a surprise.
No, you imagine still driving in that formation and two cars are like, damn, this road's squishy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happens.
No, it's dumb. That's stupid.
But then, anyway. Yeah.
Who won? Alright, look.
Who won? So, standing venues won. Like, I'm pretty sure, as far as I knew, none of our listeners go to gigs anyway. And...
okay.
Then Dinner's decisions tied with too big of cities. And random internet outages no one voted up.
Thank you.
That's a huge mountain,
No,
though.
it's because...
No, you brought it in stupid before.
Jeremy, I didn't. Brought it in correctly and you decided to shit all over it. This is a confusing mountain. Everyone else understood it. They're like, oh, I get that. That's a problem.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah, Kevin, you just said the wrong word. Okay.
Yeah.
But you calling it what it is doesn't entitle you to take over my mountain. It was my mountain.
No, it was different. Completely different. Anyway, we've got some comments. No, we've only got 2 comments. All from the same person.
Susan?
From Sue.
G'day, Sue.
Okay. Ha 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 ha. Being an extremely fat person myself, I have a fat person toilet seat.
Oh.
It's my throne. Higher, wider, solider. Fat person toilet seat. Kind of sounds pretty great.
Higher.
Higher.
So what,
wider.
you gotta jump onto it?
What? How tall are toilet seats where you come from? They're like way on the ground.
No, well that's a kid toilet.
No, even normal toilet seats. They're
Hey.
not like couch height though.
What is that? That's a regular
They're
sized
not-
toilet. So a seat,
No,
like a chair.
But they're still a bit lower. Like if it was a bit higher,
Your knees.
it's kind of like hopping into a car. Car seat is kind of regular toilet seat. Hopping into an SUV for people with you like bad back. Nice, easy, just bend knees. You're on.
Well,
Anyway, but I have seen a public one like it. Disabled toilets are my go-to because the normal ones, I often can't even shut the door because you'd have to straddle the toilet and the rooms are so narrow it's impossible.
I agree with that. I do see a lot of you ever walk in and you have to like shuffle around, like you walk one side of the toilet, shut the door, walk around the other side, step back. You do this whole like, it's almost like a toilet dance because you walk in, sit around, there's the door, and there's like this much gap between the toilet door and you.
I've really never had that problem.
Well, maybe you're going into luxury toilets.
Maybe. I do pick wisely, but I go into a lot. You know the roadside ones now?
Yeah.
They're huge. Even just like the normal person ones, not the disabled ones. Open up this giant,
What roadside are you
like
talking?
on highways and stuff.
No, because I went to the highway. There's one on when we went to Sydney.
Yeah.
There's one at something's nest.
Yeah.
Pheasant's nest. And it's like you walk in. Those toilets are disgusting.
Yeah. Well,
And-
these ones were disgusting, but they were huge.
How are we? as a society, still accepting that this is what we want our world to be like?
Because
How
you
do we
can't
not?
pay someone enough to drive to these places to clean them
No,
every day.
but that's what I mean. It doesn't matter. Us as humans could be like, I've left this place a bit shit. I might clean it a little bit. Just not
They don't
fucking
really
sit
give
there
you the
and wipe
amenities
it.
to clean it, though.
No, but just don't piss on the seat.
Where else are you going to piss? Aren't you supposed to, like, soak the seat so it's, like, warm for the next person?
Sit backwards on the toilet and take a shit.
Okay.
You know, that's no.
That's a good idea.
It's no.
And then we've got this other bullshit dumbass comment, which is the dumbest thing I've ever read. But
did read this, sorry.
I get why. And I have a fun theory about this. So, this is Sue's comment. My mountain is Canberra. I've travelled the world and Canberra is definitely the arsehole of the universe. How embarrassing. The people visit Australia and go to our capital city and it's that. That's how she sounds in my head when I read that. But no, Canberra is probably the greatest city in the world. And one of the great things about it, it filters itself out. People who aren't worthy of being Canberran, they hate it. It's like Canberra does something to them that makes them hate it. And it's like, yeah, good, hate it. Get out of here.
I
Fuck
can't
off.
live in this bloody cesspool. Piss off. Blah, blah,
This
blah.
amazing, fantastic, beautiful city that's not too busy, easy to navigate.
Yep. And when you do want to get out, we went.
It's only for Canberrans.
I've been getting out a bit more lately. So I went down to the lake and the city.
Yeah.
And they've just finished all like this extra stuff there. And me, the kids, and Ellie started walking along there, and there's crazy art everywhere.
Yeah,
There's
cool.
like a random rainforest that just all of a sudden at certain times of the day they will push out fog.
Yeah.
And you can just walk around in this foggy rainforest type area. It's amazing.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's so awesome. And then, like, they have these seats, and then there's all the flags, and it's like, Canberra's a friggin' beautiful city.
Oh, yeah.
And the way that I see it is if you associate yourself with douchebags, you're going to end up hating Canberra because that's your association with Canberra.
Or if you don't know how to entertain yourself.
I will say we are the neediest public people ever, and we are all rich assholes.
We're not all rich assholes.
Most
of us are quite poor.
Well,
and
but then the poor people are even worse sometimes because they whinge about it.
The true Canberrans are quite elitist as well.
Yeah.
Because we're better than everyone.
We are better than
it.
everybody.
And so if you're not a true Canberran, you're not going to feel that I'm better than everyone. And then you're going to piss off to some bum country town with like 1,000 churches on every corner. I think that's what the problem is. Not enough churches. That's what these people...
I can't walk from one church to the other.
Yeah, they need a church on every street, which, I don't know, if you've been to that particular town, churches everywhere. Almost every street, you're just like, there's a church, there's another one.
Or
there's
a
another
church-related thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a church event going on.
Yeah.
Just church place.
Church place. Oh, I love a good church. When we went to Sydney, like waking up to the George Street Church with like the bells, that was awesome.
I love the ones that are like converted into like a pancake house or like a pizza joint or something. They're great. Just these like huge, beautiful buildings, and just you can eat pizza in here.
In Canada, I think it's an old library, but it looks like a church.
Yeah.
They've basically turned it into this amazing acoustic recording studio. That's what City and Colour were recording.
Yeah. Well, the acoustics in the music are pretty good because they got to accommodate the organ.
Yeah. And like you sit in a church and you hear people singing those songs. It is like, it's special. Like, if I was a religious person, it would be like, oh my heart to God.
Yeah.
But even just like the sound of what they do there, songs, like I've heard bands that I listen to do certain sections in songs recorded in churches because it's just that big, huge, echoey, amazing reverb.
Have you ever been to like in England there's these like crazy old churches and the organs in them, they're not just like the cool big ones with the big pipes, like the pipes like go in part of the building kind of thing. It's like huge structures are the organ.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah. No, I mean, I do love that stuff. I think churches, if I didn't dislike
How do
all
organs work? Is there,
religion,
like wind blowing through them? Like, they probably like those little kazoo.
no, because old ladies play them.
Yeah,
They don't
where
have
does the
enough
air
breath.
come from? Is it like a fan that blows through it?
Isn't it like a pedal thing?
I don't know.
Like a they.
Like a bellows.
yeah. Yeah, there's just like an old guy in the corner. Play the song.
They're basically bagpipes.
Well, no, because organs. I wonder if they all. Because the maintenance on an old organ like that would be insane.
Yeah, you need like a chimney sweep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, because if there's a bit of gunk in there, it's out of tune.
Well, no, oh, it would be because organs. So pianos work on the strings that hit, and organs would be based on the pipe it blows.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Huh. That's interesting.
Okay. Now I've got a bit of fun news.
Yeah, I've got a news too. This one was fun. Did you go to that Bible?
No, this is from the Daily Mail.
Okay.
Check out this guy. This might be a bit of a squeamish one. I'll put the picture up on the thing.
Pause that. I've got to take a call.
Pause.
Let's get a clap. And tell me. And
You don't need a clap.
1, 2, 3. Okay,
There's
and
this whole area of not talking that I can see, and then we start talking again. Clap. Like we don't need to line.
Do you want to bring back in your news? So what was
it
your news
cuts it
to
back
bring
in
in?
together easily. Easily.
Right on.
All right, welcome back, Kevin. That was a fun adventure you just had.
Dumbest call. They're like, I just need to identify you. Yep, that. Yep, just letting you know it's been escalated. I'll talk to you later. Bye. You fuckhead.
All right, so I'll put this picture up for everyone else to see. Kevin, what do you see this man doing?
Ooh.
What can
Getting
you describe?
salmonella.
Yeah.
He's eating raw chicken. He's quite ripped, so you'd think there's some knowledge behind him. With
He does look pretty fit, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that guy, I can't say that raw chicken is a good idea to eat.
No, so there's a man in Adelaide who was caught leaving a Woolies or a Coles, just walking through a mall with the raw drumsticks, and he's picking them out and he's just eating them.
So, okay. You know what?
So this picture was originally public to Twitter.
Do you think this guy, whether it was a dare or whether it was like something that... Because that's the first piece of chicken,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
There, you get the photo of him with the raw chicken.
yeah.
Then you get the photo of the first drumstick.
What?
So that seems so planted. You know what I mean? That
Well,
they planned.
do you reckon they followed him around for the rest of the day taking pictures of him eating chicken?
No,
Like
it's
they probably
just,
saw him opening it and like, that guy's not going to eat that, is he?
but
And then pull the camera
no,
out.
if you go back to that picture, he's picked it out.
Yeah,
So there's the raw chicken,
yeah,
and then he's eating it.
yeah.
Why did they take a photo of a guy with raw chicken in the first instance?
Because they're like, what the hell is
Yeah, but
that
he wasn't
guy doing?
eating it yet.
Like, that's a crazy
He didn't
thing.
even have it in his
Yeah,
hand,
but
did he?
he's peeled the plastic off, so he's obviously going to do something weird with it.
Oh,
if you see
yeah.
someone peeling the plastic off a chicken in public, putting that in the bin, you're going to be like, what the hell is this guy doing? I'm going to follow him and take a picture of him. Oh my god, he's actually eating
Maybe he
raw
was like
chicken.
doing weird shit before that.
Yeah,
You know, like he's full on crack rabbit,
yeah.
and he's ripped.
Yeah, he looks fit.
So you got to wonder if it's like maybe he has a certain thing in his head that he's like, this is gonna do better for me because I'm ripped.
Or he could be new to meth. Like, you see the methies, they're like, they get quite ripped before they become full tweaky, crazy guys.
Yeah, tweakers, yeah.
Yeah, they're like, I don't know, they like do the meth and they pick up heaps of stuff, I guess.
Yep.
Because you do see a lot of the early one, the early stage one, before they've got meth face. They've got like the...
Before it's an addiction and bugs are in their skin, it's like early days, oh, I'm invincible.
So they start doing strong stuff, riding bikes, picking up stuff.
I've had mates who have done cocaine and they're like, I just feel so powerful and like punch trees and stuff. Like, why did you do that?
Yeah, so that's probably what this guy done. Or he could just not know that you're not supposed to eat raw chicken. Like, some people just probably don't know that.
Maybe he hasn't eaten for like 3 days. Maybe he was caught in like a basement, walked into Woolies, grabbed some chooks and like...
Yeah, but no, if you're like starving, raw chicken's not going to be the first thing you grab from a Woolies where there's heaps of pre-made stuff. You can buy a pre-roast chicken for like the same price and just eat that.
Although it has been hard to get like chicken breast lately. Maybe it's like, I don't know. There's got to be a reason.
Yeah, he's an idiot. They methed out of his head probably. One of the comments said, well, the chicken isn't cooked, but he definitely is.
Yeah, he's a cooker.
There's another... anyway.
All right, I've got a news.
Yeah, okay.
And the title is what got me. I didn't actually read the article.
Oh.
But I thought it was interesting that the fact is that this is something that people are doing.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a loud Bible thing. I don't have the picture because I don't think it was relevant. Woman runs through active shooting without noticing due to a noise-cancelling AirPods. What a bloody advertisement.
You know, you're just looking like all these people around you ducking for cover and hiding and yelling and screaming, like terrified looks on their face, and you're just like... and entirely in your own little world.
Funk you up. Well, so...
Oh, is it? All the kids with the pumped up kicks.
Oh, well, maybe that was it.
That'd be fun.
Oh, maybe she was listening to, like... she was playing the start of Breathe by Pink Floyd, where it's got all the guns and screams.
Yeah, maybe.
She's like, oh, this is a new edition.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, I think it's the fact that if your noise-cancelling earpods are muffling out the sounds of gunshots and screams, then you need to get a pair that's more appropriate for real world.
Yeah, that's the thing. You're not supposed to have noise-cancelling stuff on when you're walking around in public and stuff.
Absolutely.
Like, it's a bit dumb because emergencies can happen.
Yeah.
Anything could happen.
You should hear beeps. You should hear sirens. You should hear screams.
People coming up behind you to attack you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Noise cancelling is good for one thing, aviation. So if you're in an airplane or...
Maybe public transport.
Vacuuming.
Definitely.
I've got noise cancelling. The earphones I was using last week, the Bose ones, they're noise cancelling.
Yeah.
And vacuuming the house, I'm like, is this thing on? It's amazing.
That's good.
But I worked at Bose for a little while, a couple of years ago, and the way that they designed the noise cancelling was actually a downgraded version of aviation earphones.
Yeah, right.
Because they started with aviation and they're like, hey, how good would this be for the public?
Yeah.
And so people who were going on airplanes a lot started getting them. But there was always that safety feature of, if something's happening, we will have background noise available for you. It will still allow this frequency, this sound, this noise. If you've got like AirPods, that was so an advertisement. They're like, guess what Apple can do? They can cut out.
They hired the active shooter.
All right, guys, we're gonna shoot you down. Well,
that's wild.
Yeah, it's wild. Actually, speaking of shooting, I watched this video on YouTube the other week, and it was recommended by a coworker. Basically, what they did is in America, in New York, they opened up this gun shop,
right? Where
they would bring open. Shut up, Andy. Cat's meowing. They open up this gun shop, and when they were showing the guns to people, they would describe the gun, what it's good for, and they're like, and this was actually the real gun that they used on Sandy Hook. And they'd explain like, yeah, it killed this many people. And then they go to like this Glock and it's like, yeah, 3-year-old brother found this gun, walked up and shot his infant child, baby brother. And these people were like, whoa, really? Like, they've made the guns real life because these people are like, yeah, I want it for protection. And it's like, oh, the guy who bought this gun wanted it for protection. Guess what happened?
So that wasn't their way of trying to sell it.
Yeah, no.
That was like,
but they opened the
hey,
gun
come-
shop to educate people that this is the real world.
Yeah.
Real incidents happen. You like, yes, you might need it for protection, and America's gun stuff is so out of whack that if, like, I genuinely think maybe guns should be allowed for certain people.
Yeah.
But, like, the crime is so insane there. I've got a disappear cat.
Yeah.
Can you hear that?
Yeah. It's probably fine.
Yeah, he's probably fine.
Yeah.
He's probably just going to scratch out the carpet again.
Yeah. Guns are fun.
Well, I don't know. I just... It's the weirdest thing ever. I actually think America's so far gone that they might actually need to have the availability of guns. Because, yeah, a crim walks into your house and they've got a gun.
Yeah, well, it's gotten to the... Like, the... yeah. It is... Like, I feel like if I lived there, I would definitely need a gun.
Yeah.
Like, we're fine here because, sure, there are people with guns.
Yep.
There's still workers and farmers and stuff that have them for farming and that.
And
then
you are...
there's the gangs and stuff that have them, but the gangs never touch civilians.
Gangs
They
aren't
only
after
hurt each other.
Well, that's it. Gangs are after drug money.
Yeah.
So if you're a driver or something, you're going to sell your drugs,
Yeah.
right? You're a bikie, not a driver.
A driving.
Similar, a drivey.
Yeah.
If you're a bikie, you're going to sell drugs because that's your
They don't all
income.
do, but yeah, sure.
Yeah. So you're going to sell them. And then, oh, that guy owes me money. We're going to go and hunt him down. And so they shoot him.
Yeah.
So it's sort of this like give-take thing. They're killing the douchebags, but also I don't like that they're killing them, but also...
It's none of our business. Nah, I don't care if they're killing people who are bad.
They're not walking around schools and being like, hey kid, where's your lunch money?
Yeah. Yeah, they're not...
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not using it to rob innocent people.
That's it. And I mean, I did some looking up online, and there's only been, since the gun remanding in Australia from like the 90s, I think it was 96.
Yeah, from Port Arthur.
From Port Arthur, there's only been 3 incidents of mass murder with guns, and that was a man on a farm who had access.
Yeah.
Actually, I think they were all farm.
Yeah.
I think they were all farm, and it was just like it was filicide, so they like killed the family and killed themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
I don't think that.
I mean, 'cause if they didn't have the gun, they'd
It's
find a
not
way to
street
do
shooting. It's not.
It.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a bright topic to start our day.
Have I get a mountain.
Yeah.
Because what did I
you
win?
go first. You won.
What did I win?
You're the better dad.
What did I win?
Standing venues.
Oh yeah, how good are they?
They're fine. If you're not 100 years old.
No, because I remember as a teenager, I was like, oh.
Like, music festivals are the big thing now. You think you've got seating at those?
I hate music festivals.
Yeah, because they're all standing venues. Of course you'd hate them.
No, but I just hate them. Like a full day of just non-stop blasting in your ears.
Yeah,
As if you don't get
it.
it.
Love.
Well, no. Sometimes
Yeah,
even
but you go to one that...
do
you go to Metal Fest or
do
whatever.
you put on album after album after album after album? Like at a certain point of that day, I'm like, I got to turn this off.
No, nowadays I might listen to one album or like a couple of songs. I'm done listening to music for the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even on the drives, like I'm a musician. I love music.
Yeah.
My whole thing is music. I listen to podcasts.
Yeah, me too. Sometimes if I'm out of pods, I'll be like, okay, radio, what do you got for me?
Oh no, never radio.
Remember Scotty and Nige?
Yeah.
Well, they obviously left a long time ago.
Yeah.
Whatever, they wanted young audience. And
Yep.
but he is on 2CA now.
Scotty or not?
Yeah, Scotty.
Scotty.
And it's weird because like
He was the big dude.
He sounds big.
Yep.
But because like they're like an older show, they're kind of a bit fogey kind of thing, and then he brings his kind of slightly edgy humor to it, and it's
He's
fun
no
because
Carl
like
Sanderlands.
no, but he's not like
He's
real
an
edgy,
awesome
but
guitarist.
a little bit.
He used to.
Scotty.
Yeah.
So
So I
Lane
actually.
One Form, is that his band?
Yeah. What was?
Lane One Form, I'm pretty sure.
No, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember going and watching a gig with him, and they played like Grinspoon and stuff,
Yeah, right.
and then the singer of She Keeps No Secrets from You. Yeah, whoever that guy is, I forget who he is. Yeah, the whole gig was for him, and so they were the backing band for him.
Yeah.
And played all those songs. That
cool.
was fucking rad.
Well,
He was very good.
yeah, he's on the Fogey station now. So, and like, they usually have like fun, light-hearted jokes on that show.
Yeah.
But now that you got him in there, he's got his like slight edge humor, and so the other guys, kind of like,
Stop it! You can't say that.
yeah. But they're quite good together because they had a little bit odd couple kind of thing.
Because didn't Nige end up going to 106?
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe.
Because I don't know. I remember Dad used to like him a lot, but I never found him that funny.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway.
Hamish and Andy were our era.
Yeah.
Your radio guys. Anyway. All right. I'm going to give you a mountain. It's a pretty shitty one. But I think it's relevant because
Off to a good start.
everybody deals with it.
Yeah.
So imagine this. You're sitting there eating your... Oh, this is going to come across gross. Here you are eating your carbonara for lunch. You're excited. All of a sudden you're like, hang on, I didn't put Parmesan cheese on this. You realize, oh crap, it's dandruff. So my mountain is dandruff.
Yeah.
So recently my new uniform is, in fact, I don't know if you can see it on here, but see all those dots?
Dandruffy. Do you get beard dandruff too?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
So everywhere I go, I'm constantly doing these.
Yeah. Do you use dandruff shampoo?
Yeah.
Okay. Does it work?
No.
Which one do you use?
I was using Head and Shoulders.
Yeah.
I actually haven't done that for a while. But I think since I started using like hair wax again, it started dandruffing my life up.
Also, cold weather will do it real bad because I get real bad dandruff.
Yeah.
Head and Shoulders. I've tried many anti-dandruff shampoos.
Yeah.
Up until recently, Head and Shoulders was the only one that worked for me.
Yep.
And like you just got to try ones until you find one that works. But
Yep.
and a washing frequency.
Yeah,
Then
okay.
How often? But
do you
I
get
found-
itchy head when you think about dandruff?
No,
It's like thinking
not
about
anymore.
nits.
Um,
Maybe I've got nits.
not anymore. But I recently found one, Asano, I think it's called.
Asana.
Because while Head and Shoulders did work,
Yeah.
it's shit shampoo. Like it makes my hair shitty.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I hate it.
Mine felt so good.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's just, yeah, no, I hate it. But this Asano stuff's quite good and seems to be the same active ingredient, so it's working for me.
Yeah,
and
okay.
I'm happy about it. Anyway, there's a million solutions for dandruff.
But it's I don't know. It is this thing of like, especially the beard one.
Yeah,
So,
the
like-
beard one's tricky because I've never had to deal with it. You shave. Just have a moustache. Do you get moustache dandruff?
Can't.
I don't get moustache dandruff.
I can't do just a
Yeah,
moustache.
you can. It's cool.
I'm all chins.
Yeah, even more reason
No.
to. What if you just do moustache and like leave just the chin hider?
Or just the neck.
Just the chin. The
Chin strap.
yeah, but without the strap, just a little.
No, I'm not
And then
doing
you're like,
that.
my face is this shape.
Or like you got the fat lines on your smile, so you just shave on the outside of
Yeah.
that. So it's just beard.
Do that.
Look like Fluffy.
Yeah, do that.
No, I can't.
Well, I didn't live with dandruff.
But this is the mountain, Jeremy. There's the mountain.
Wait, we're going
Yeah.
riding again soon. Probably not tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. We could tomorrow.
I don't know. Watch. Maybe. I feel like
If not, then your next lot of days off are going for a ride.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, actually, no. I've got early mornings off, so we can do pretty much any day.
Yeah. When your chins are gone.
Well, I don't know. I like the beard life. I like it. It makes me feel like a man.
Yeah, well, you might lose those insecurities when you're less fat.
You know what? I used to have insecurities about my ears.
Yeah.
So I'd always grow my hair long.
Yeah.
And then I realized, oh, my head's bigger now. I don't have giant ears. And so I just cut my hair and I was fine.
I still have giant ears.
Yeah, I know. And you're insecure. Look at you go.
I can show them off.
Look at that. Look at that.
I don't know if I've ever done that before.
I don't know if I've got any insecurities unless it's neck fats rolls. But even then, it's not an insecurity. I know I'm a chunky dude.
I'm insecure about...
Not being able to wiggle your middle toe. Can you do that? You know what I find really fucked up? Every muscle in your body you can function with. You can move. You can decide how you're going to move it.
Yeah.
Like, even if you want to wiggle your ears, you're like, okay, well, if I do this, that happens.
You see the guy who can move like his whole forehead?
Oh, yeah. That's weird.
Yeah.
Toes. Big toe.
Yeah.
Even there, your other toes are wiggling.
Yeah.
Little toe, you need to kick it out. It's coming this way.
Yeah.
But your middle toes, you have no control over.
They're just doing their own thing.
Why can't I have...
to.
Why don't I... Yeah, but I could be like...
Monkeys probably can.
Pianist.
Monkeys probably can.
I want to...
Oh, did you watch Everything, Everywhere, All at Once?
I didn't. Watch Seinfeld, though.
There's a foot scene. It's pretty fun.
All right. All right, give me a mount. Oh,
I don't
we're
wanna
only doing
spoil
one
the
mountain
scene.
each.
I don't want to spoil the scene because it's amazing.
By the way, we are doing just one mountain each.
It is. So we're directly competing these two mountains because this mountain is way bigger. Kevin
Why did I bring
messed up by bringing in a dumb
dangerous
one. Because this is a big one. It needs a story to introduce it. So
Tell me your star.
Okay. Picture this. Bright sunny day. You are going for a drive to, let's say, Bateman's Bay.
All right.
You're driving along. You've just gotten over the Clyde.
Yeah.
You drive over the river. And you're like, wait a minute. Wasn't there a lifty bridge here before?
What, the one that you stop at and wait for it to
The
do
one you
its
used
thing?
to get to stop at and you'd watch it lift up.
Yeah.
My mountain is no more lifty bridge. Plural. Not enough lifty bridges. There used to be a time where they were inventing all of these cool new ways to lift a bridge or get it out of the way so the boat can go through. Like you get the cool one, you lift up like this, so when you're in a police chase you can jump over it. Or like the one where it just lifts up in like a box. So you can't jump over that. But you just get to wait and watch the bridge go up and watch it come back down.
Okay.
And see the boat go under it. Instead now engineers are just like, why don't we just build the bridges taller?
Yeah. Because it's convenient, because
God,
people don't have to wait. No,
boring.
I loved a lifty bridge, but after specifically driving through the Clyde, and you finally get to Bateman's Bay, and you're like, man, I drank like 4 bottles on that Clyde.
That was dumb of you.
Yeah.
Because you know there's a lifty bridge at the end and you got to wait.
Well, not anymore.
Yeah, not
now
anymore.
I get to drive straight through
Over a
and
tall bridge, yay.
and drive and park and piss. So
Lame.
you know what? You know what's even worse? I remember driving past the Clyde and Rusty woke up and shat himself. Imagine if there was a lifty bridge and I'm sitting there going, I gotta leave. I'm smelling shit.
Yeah.
So no, your lifty bridge is dumb.
They're so good. They're so cool. They're all like engineering marvels. Each one is its own cool mechanism.
Well, there's the Simpsons bit where Homer goes under it and like his head gets caught.
Yeah. Where would fun bits in TV shows be without them? Some of them like spin.
And games where you have to like BMX games where you like jump it.
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
Games. I was playing Need for Speed Underground yesterday.
Was it fun?
Yeah. Because Vera was asking about the old consoles I got on my TV. I'm like, you want to see about them? Pulled out we played Super Mario World on the SNES, and then we played Mario Kart on the 64.
Yeah.
And then she lost interest. I'm like, I'll see if PlayStation still works as well. So she went back to playing Minecraft. And I pulled out Need for Speed Underground.
Did you get?
It was fun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. And then I was like, because those games are muddy as. I don't know how we made it through those games. Like, you can't see the traffic. Everything's just a blur because it's so low resolution.
No, but back then it was like the new resolution, and
but it's still a blur. Like, a blur is a blur. You can't. I don't know how you can make out the traffic.
First one that came out, and it was Project something.
Project Gotham.
Yeah. And it was the first game that came out that was a car racing game, and like you'd start to see the shine on the side of the cars, and we're like,
oh, the first where you'd see reflections.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine that. We were so excited.
Oh yeah. That's the thing I was thinking.
But then you look at the way that like they're doing graphics now on like the new Tomb Raider game where they do like the shadow lighting and stuff. Oh.
Yeah, ray tracing is amazing.
Ray tracing.
Yeah.
Look, your mountain's dumb because we've already gone away from it because we don't care.
Well, here is a short montage accompanied with some ukulele music of some lifty bridges that are no longer with us anymore. I'll just put that in here. Remember you. And I'll probably put that on top of it.
Well,
man, those lifty bridges, I really miss them.
Well, there's only one that you know of that's gone. There might be a million others that are fine.
I know that it's a new engineering thing. And it's ones that could be made that aren't going to be made because they're just going to make tall bridges instead.
So what sort of bridge is it actually called? What's a science name?
Drawbridge.
Drawbridge.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Which is also in times of castles.
Yeah, well, they were cool. They were cool.
Lifty bridge is cool.
Lifty bridge, yeah. Look, bridge. I don't hate it. I'm not against it. I just think.
Think about our kids might never get to see a lifty bridge in action.
I'm cool with that.
I'm not. I don't want to live in that world.
Well, you might have to go to like Africa where they're just working that technology out.
Yeah. I wanted to sell my Mercedes.
Yeah.
But like Vera really loves it now. She's just like so attached. I'm like, oh man. I love it too. I'm very attached to it.
I do like it.
But like I'm like, it's just so not practical to own. It's very expensive to run and own.
Then just keep it and do it up and like have it as that pride and joy.
Yeah.
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 But yeah, just do it up. Anyway, that's my mountain. That's your mountain.
Yeah, so the death of lifty bridges, I'll call that. And what was yours? Dandruff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Buy some shampoo, you'll be fine.
Yeah, well, but yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I get it. Should have gotten some better. Whatever.
And probably wash more frequently in winter because it does get worse in winter.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe the beanie will help. I don't know. It might make it worse.
No, it's definitely worse. It's sogging up my head and then it dries out and it's like, oh, your skin's dry now.
Right.
I might need to... I don't know. I just hate this.
Yeah.
Like...
It's a bad look.
It's a bad look. It's an embarrassing look.
I have quite a bit of dandruff for me, actually.
See? See? What a mountain.
Buy Hungries.
you can vote for our mountains at Mountain or Molehill, r/Mountain or Molehill on Reddit or on the Patreon at patreon.com/dadversedad.
That's right. And in case you didn't know, if you're listening to the audio version, we are also on YouTube. And if you're watching the YouTube one and just want to hear us, we're also on pretty much anywhere you can get podcasts.
Yep, and if you want to look at, if you want to support, you can pay for the Patreon, which is only $3 a month.
Which you do get a bonus episode, which we're actually recording after this episode, the bonus Best Things in Life episode. And also, we will be posting questions to the patrons, exclusive for the patrons, which will be reading out their answers next week.
Yeah, good.
It's a new fun thing.
Yeah, we will probably forget to do that.
No, I've got some ripping questions lined
rippers.
up. All right, so get ready, patrons, and enjoy life. Bye, hungry.
We've been dads.